What's happening with my peoples, man? Hmm. I just have to come and know. But without further ado, let's roll that intro.
Trying to beat life cause I can't cheat death. Trying to beat life cause I can't cheat death. Trying to beat life cause I can't cheat death. Trying to beat life cause I can't cheat death. Trying to beat life cause I can't cheat death. Trying to beat life cause I can't cheat death. Trying to beat life cause I can't cheat death. Trying to beat life cause I can't cheat death.
I did 17 years, homie. Real tears on these words, homie. Hitting stay baloney, push-ups and hella top rhyming, hella notebooks with all my rhymes. It's like a map book from where I started. Ciphering, trying to be the hardest on the yard. And some of the hardest rappers got a never date. We'll never hug their mama, we'll never see they say. I feel blessed, so I rock with my loved ones. I left behind good count times and cold lunch. Yeah, mama, I'm on one. I'm free, ain't no words of expressions. See my smile, that's real, no fake shit. You would too if you seen that the moves was basic. Game made, heartbreak kid. Living in reality, mid 30 with some kid shit. Damn, they like 50 in they clip or better. Boy.
Trying to beat life cause I can't cheat death. Trying to beat life cause I can't cheat death. Trying to beat life cause I can't cheat death. Trying to beat life cause I can't cheat death. Trying to beat life cause I can't cheat death. Trying to beat life cause I can't cheat death. Trying to beat life cause I can't cheat death. Trying to beat life cause I can't cheat death.
Death. What's happening, man? Let me get this thing up out of here. What's happening with my peoples, man? I can promise you, when I be gone for a couple days, it be seeming like I've been gone for a week. Nick Nolte and things. I had to quit tree and alcohol because them demons. Damn, you had to quit tree too? Because the demons come through them. That's deep, Nolte. Shit. That's deep. I thought the tree was to keep the demons away. Not invite them in. Like, do these demons got Wi-Fi or something? How they get in? Well, I can see alcohol though. What they call alcohol, the devil's juice. So I can see them coming through that portal. But this is from the earth, man. This is for your mind, your body, and your soul. ZG, you smoke weed? Cary Grant, do you smoke weed? And if not, why? Paranoia, that's a good one. Let's talk about that. Paranoia and weed. I don't know what it is, but back in the days, there used to be like the Bammer made us hungry. The Bammer weed used to make us hungry as hell back in the days. And then it used to make us laugh. Like we used to get the giggles off of that Bammer weed. So we used to get the munchies and the giggles. And paranoia. I'm gonna be honest, I smoke a lot of weed, and I'm gonna have to say that I ain't ran across no weed that made me hungry in a long time. Or some weed that gave me like the giggles. And when I say the giggles, I'm talking about that giggle word because we used to get off that Bammer and couldn't stop laughing. I'm talking about the laughing spell. Like you can't stop laughing. Just, man, that shit don't happen. Not these days, not this weed. It's like they took the whole funny compound out of weed. So is this going to be an open conversation, or are you trying to hear people's things against it? Hey, I'm trying to hear people's things against it. I like that, Evergreen Hayes. Please elaborate. Like, why are you against it, or why are you for it? And if you want to come on, give me a heads up and I'll let you on and you can voice your opinion. But today, the format we're doing is one at a time. Come on, speak your opinion. Then it's next up. So, first person that wants to come up and talk about why they smoke or why they don't, bam. Nick Nolte said, yeah, it's a battle. Demons got Bluetooth. Now I think it's because we got older and shit. They're not funny no more. So you think that it's still a giggle weed out there? That's a good one. He said I got a CDL, bro. It's federal. Hey, shit. Hey, please enlighten me. Like, if you got a CDL and you smoke weed, it's a felony, or how that work? First up.
What's good, Dirk?
Hey, what's going on? So first up, we got my guy CDC, right? Do you smoke weed?
Yes, sir.
And why?
For me, it's kind of like to be somewhat tolerable with my situation.
Coping, so it helps you cope.
Yeah, it's a coping mechanism.
I could agree. What happens if you don't have weed? These are the same questions I'm gonna ask everybody. Come on. What happens if you don't have weed? What happens?
Withdrawal, kind of edgy. But then, like, after a while, you just deal with it, you know? Maybe you don't even miss it.
Some people probably believe that weed withdrawals are fake because they're not it's not like a hard drug where it'd be painful withdrawals and shit. They be going through things. So it ain't like that. But it still is weed, a such thing as weed withdrawals.
Right.
You say you get edgy?
Real edgy.
So that means you get short worded, all the shit. So your attitude adjusts when you don't have none.
Right.
Do you bite your nails?
No.
I bite my nails. When I don't got no weed, the first thing that goes is my nails.
I'm more of a thinker. I get in my head.
When you don't got none?
Right.
I thought weed's supposed to make you go in your head.
Well, when I do, it's happy thoughts. Yep.
Man. So how's the I really was about to say that.
It's been good. Hell yeah. I feel you.
Yep. All right. Let me try to get Nick Nolte. Hit the link. I want everybody. The next man up. Hit the link.
Come on up, Nick. Partaking what we got going up here.
Hey, did you know about a CDL? And it's a federal offense. What I don't know. Like, if it's federal, if you get caught with it, federal. If you driving under influence of weed.
I don't know. Best not to test it. I've heard the stories though that it is a DUI. For sure.
All right, man. Next person up. I'm about to ask the same questions. All right, CDC.
All right, bro. Be good.
Yes, sir. Do you smoke weed? Can't hear.
What's cracking? Yeah, what's cracking?
Do you
What
smoke
happened?
weed?
Where's CDC go?
Because this is not that
Fucking
kind of live.
all day,
This is not that live. I pulled you on to ask you a couple questions and then
all day,
next
every
man
day.
up.
All day, every day.
And why is that? And why is that?
Because I'm an addict, for first and foremost. But it's medication as well, and not just medication for me. It's medication for those around me when I smoke it.
Because if you don't have it, what?
Then I'm not that nice. Like you guys are used to the me that's overflowing with joy.
And that's with weed.
Yes.
So they would argue and say that weed is not medication.
Well, they should fucking try to argue that somewhere else, because I think at least the state of California decided it was back in the 90s. But, you know.
Hey, Nick, hold on. I got to bring you up next.
Okay, next question.
What happens if you don't, like he described his withdrawal symptoms? What are your withdrawal symptoms if you don't have weed, period? Like, what starts to happen?
Well, I'm a substituter for one thing. So I'll start smoking more cigarettes. I'll start drinking more. I'll start doing everything else more to try to substitute. But the main thing that I will do more is I will bitch and fucking complain. And I'll be a prick. And I'll be moody and irritable. And don't nobody fuck with me. Probably be the smart thing.
So weed has its benefits. All right.
It has its benefits, but it also got us by the short hairs, if we're being honest.
True that. All right. Next man up. And we got somebody that opposes. All right.
I ain't opposing to no weed smoking.
It sounds like it.
Nah, I mean, I just ain't smoking no more, you know. But
hey,
yeah.
Curious to know more about these demons.
Hey, first and foremost, man, I want to send my love and condolences to you, though, big bro. You know, my bad, I couldn't make it to that park out there. You know what I'm saying? But I sent mine, though.
Oh man, it's all good. I was happy to know that you another homie that my sister knew.
Yeah. But man, you know, I don't know. I can't, you know, I guess it kind of coincide with the paranoia shit, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, I started finding myself becoming, you know, too much relying on it and not really handling, not that I wasn't handling my business, but just putting that first before I handle all my business. And, you know what I mean? It just, I had to step back, you know?
Man, hey.
I got a big ass bag over here though, but you know, that's just me trying to discipline myself, you know what I mean?
Man, look, as soon as I run out of weed, the first thing to go before my nails is the shake.
I had them withdrawals, you know what I'm saying? The last one, I wrote a fatty and I puffed on it twice. And I don't know, you know, just like you said, you know, it's a spiritual thing. You know, they got to talking to me like, you know, what the fuck is you doing? You know what I mean?
I thought hard drugs was the gateway for the demons.
Man, I don't know, man, but you know, that's just how it affected me, though. You know, so I just
you do know that did you ever realize certain weeds you smoked didn't make you paranoid or didn't affect you the way?
The indicas and you know, the sativas and shit. It's the difference between them. You know, the body and the mind. You know, and maybe I was just smoking sativa or something. And it was fucking with my mind.
Hey, I remember you had quit drinking before though. How long did you go?
I mean, when the last time I was on the live with you, man, I probably went, you know, maybe a month or so, and then I started back drinking. You know, stress is a motherfucker, man. You know what I mean? But I'm sober now, though.
Man, I didn't see you sober many times. I just know you got good willpower. Cause guess what? I ain't stopped smoking since. I ain't stopped smoking no time.
Yeah, I'm already knowing.
Yeah, hey, I'm just glad that night at the casino that I caught you on a
You know
sober
I'm
day.
gonna be lineman for you, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna let my big dog go nowhere without no stumblings or nothing. Shit.
There's a such thing as drinking past your limit.
Yes,
And
sir.
I had drank past my limit at the casino one night, and it was pretty much stranded. Like not stranded literally, but like mentally, I was everywhere stranded. And he came and he seen the state that I was in, and shit, he basically kept security on me the whole time I was there until Drina found me. I'm telling you, like anything could have happened that night, cause like that's blackout. I was blacked out. Shit.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I done had so many nights where, man, the alcohol done took over and I don't even remember. Motherfuckers remind me of shit the next day. Like, I'm like, huh? Nah, that wasn't me.
all right, so tell me, what was your withdrawal symptoms?
Really, I had to say it's in my head, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just be sitting there looking at the weed, like, man, let me just, I need a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Just let me get a little bit.
The weed was Pookie in you?
Yeah, like, come on. You roll this motherfucker up.
It's calling me, man. It's calling me.
You know you want to hit this daddy.
Yeah. I've heard, like, okay, we talking about weed, but since you gave up weed and alcohol, let me ask you about alcohol. What was your withdrawal symptoms like with alcohol?
You know what? I have to say, you know what I mean, like the first few days, you know, because it takes like 24 hours for alcohol to really leave out your system, you know what I'm saying? But the first few days, you know, shakes, you know, having an attitude, being on edge, you know what I'm saying? Like, not really the shakes, you know what I'm saying? I don't think I ever was really that bad with alcohol, but just wanting to, you know what I mean? I guess that's the hard part, you know what I'm saying?
I heard
something
that
happened, stretch me out, you know what I mean? And then I'm like, you know, that's usually how I dealt with all my stress, you know what I'm saying? I go straight to either smoking or drinking, you know what I mean? And then it'll turn into a night that usually I don't remember till the next day, you know?
You know what, Nick? I'm going to admit to you and to myself right now, I am an alcoholic.
Yeah.
I'm going to admit that. I am an alcoholic. And you know what? I wonder if I was to just stop, how would it affect me? I think I'm strong enough to do that. I'm strong enough to cold turkey it. But I've heard that shit can kill you. I've heard. You ever heard that?
Yep. If you just quit cold turkey, you know, some doctors even tell you, you know what I'm saying, if you have alcoholism and you've been drinking for years, that, you know, they don't suggest you to just quit cold turkey, you know what I'm saying? They tell you to cut back, but in my opinion, it really don't make no sense, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, when you slow down, you know what I mean, you end up picking it back up, you know what I'm saying? So, and I went through that phase plenty of times, you know what I mean? Like, okay, I'm gonna just drink me a little thing of Hennessy today, you know what I'm saying? That's it. You know, that baby little Hennessy, Hennessy, that motherfucker turned into a tall can of Modelo fast, you know what I'm saying? And then that tall turned into a 30-pack. And I'm like, you know, where the beer is at? I drunk all them.
Man, would you get to the point where you was drinking more than water?
Yeah. I don't know how my liver's still up in there, you know, letting shit flow through it, you know? For real.
I remember the homie, he said like his liver started giving out. He said the first son, or his kidney, one of them, what? Yeah. Which one you got two of?
The kidneys. You got two kidneys, one liver. Your liver is with your alcohol. That's what the alcohol goes through to, you know, cleanse or whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, he said that the first sign is he was peeing, and that shit was foaming up in the toilet. It's just yellow and foaming up. Like
he had hella beer.
No, he said that was that first sign this shit was going bad because he drank hard.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
So when I go,
I ain't really had too much phone, you know what I'm saying? But you know, and I done had, you know, I done had my fair share of drinking, man. You know what I mean? But you know, alcohol fuck with them fair skinned motherfuckers even worse though. You know what I mean? You get old, you know, wrinkles and shit.
Man, they be 40 looking like they 63.
Well, I ain't looking 63 yet, but I'm 40 though.
Nah, nigga, you could shave up and look about 23, man. Shit, good
I'm
plan.
trying. Hey, with this hair dye, boy, it does wonders.
That nigga got that cool and relax.
Man, don't listen to what people say, man.
You know they somebody. It's so much I ain't seen you in so long. There's so many different things I wanted to ask you about. What's up?
Man, I be jumping on your shit sometimes. I just don't be commenting and shit. I be just, you know, catching the word, man. You know what I mean?
You see when X-Rated came on?
Nah, I didn't get that one.
He popped in on a live, just like a regular live like we on now. He slid in. Pooh, hey, you know what this is? No. X-Rated was like, wow. That's what's up. He gave us a whole ass interview, man. I think he give people a different perspective of that guy.
Yeah.
Because he
you know,
deep,
time heals shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know,
yes, it does.
You know, people go through things and they grow in life. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't growing in life, man, you just you at a standstill. You know what I mean? So I mean, the streets is different than what they was back in the 90s, man. You know what I mean? Completely. So
yeah, you 40? Oh
yes,
yeah,
sir.
You was right there with everybody. You was younger than everybody, huh?
I was the youngest for a minute. Me and Skrilla Roo, rest in peace. We was the youngest ones on the block.
Skrilla Roo, rest in peace.
Yeah.
You wasn't in Old Folsom when he was there, huh?
Yeah, I left him there. He landed and then I left. I left like probably 2-3 months after he landed. I left. I had promised everybody my watch, my motherfucking my glasses. As soon as my nigga came, blood, all that shit changed. I was like, whoop, here you go, everything is Skrilla. Everybody like, oh, nigga, what's up with the glasses?
You ever play Skrilla? You ever play Skrilla in chess?
Nah, I never got the luxury. I'm a damn good chess player myself, though. You know what I'm saying? So you know, but I never got to. You know, we ain't never played.
That nigga Skrilla was a sore loser. That nigga get mad, start an argument if he. That nigga Skrilla did not like losing.
I was Shelly's with the homie stepdad and shit, right in one building, man. And we used to play chess. This nigga got so mad, I beat him 3 times in a row. Quick games too, you know what I'm saying? This nigga slammed the whole motherfucking board on the floor, talking about stabbing me and shit. I was scared to go to sleep that night. That was a great rebound attempts.
All right, so another topic. I seen something on the Breakfast Club, the donkey of the day, right? And they had the donkey of the day. I seen it on a Newsbreak or something. I seen it like a few days ago. But it was a dude that played one-on-one against a girl, and she beat him, and he smoked her.
Wow.
Because he couldn't take the L. You seen that?
Man, it was something on the news about somewhere back east, somewhere some dude grew up, was childhood friends with the girl. They was playing basketball, and he ended up killing her over the basketball game, over her just you know. Talking shit like, yeah, I beat you. Ooh,
that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Okay.
Yeah.
It just happened recently, right?
Yep, it was just recently. I was like, wow. Yeah, some people can't take losses like that, man. That shit is ugly. That's a spirit. That's something spiritual going on within your own self, man. You got to deal with that shit, man. You know?
Man, I done fought some girls growing up as a kid, but they always felt they could beat me up because I was little. So that was a fair fight.
Yeah, I got beat up by a few girls in my life too. Shit.
I was taking the draws like, you know, where it'd be standoff. I'd be like, fucking shit. If she didn't win and I didn't win, I'm cool with that because I was about to be in trouble.
Mama will whoop your ass.
Man, it was a girl, Alzira. She was taller than me, a husky. And I'm coming in throwing my pats, but she's stalking me like this. Like somebody taught her how to fight in the fourth grade.
Her daddy taught her how to box.
Shit.
I'm running from them. Hey, I'm running from them. Shit, fuck that. I ain't gonna square up with you, bitch. She caught me with one though. I ain't say I ate it, but she woke my shit up. That's why I started dancing and backpedaling and shit. Mm-hmm. It was a girl I went to school with, Barisha. She, me and her used to go. We got into a fight over the tetherball game one time. I had to run from her big ass. She was too big. Like
I was kind of raw in tetherball though.
Hell yeah, I was hella good too. Shit.
I hit that motherfucker. You won't even touch it. That motherfucker wrap around the top.
I was too. I'm helicoptering like a motherfucker. Hey, I asked my son about tetherball. He said, "Man, they don't even got tetherballs at the school." I said, "Man, what? What the fuck is wrong with your school?" I guess I don't think none of the schools got tetherballs no more.
You know what else that they silently took away?
What?
And this is hella random. I'm a Libra. It's my season. I'm random. You remember the water dispensers where you take your jug of water and put it in the machine and pay 25 cents or whatever, and then refill it, the free refill. I mean, the cheap refills.
Yeah.
Them machines been gone.
Yeah.
I don't know why red box machines are still here.
Yeah, that's another thing. I'm like, what the fuck? Everybody streaming shit now. We don't need no damn DVDs.
Hey, look, man, I had the yard sale the other day. I was so happy to sell a DVD player. Actually, it was a Blu-ray. Blood, you probably a little younger, but do you remember, and I can't be the only person that remembers this shit, when CDs was giants, like records, like CDs, the CDs was the size of a record that you put on a record player.
Nah, I don't remember that. I remember when CDs came out, you know, I do remember when they first came out, but I don't remember no big ass CDs though.
It was called a disc ray.
Oh,
it was called a disc ray.
I do remember them. Them played movies though, didn't they?
They played movies and them played out hella fast.
Yeah, that's just, you know, after the VHSs and shit, you know what I mean? You know, that shit is a thing of the past now. I don't even, you know, they hardly even sell brand new radios in your car. They got CD players in them now. It's all Bluetooth compatible.
Yeah, don't even look for a CD player in these new cars.
Nah, you ain't.
Not even. I would say about 18 up. 18 up in higher end cars, don't even worry about a CD player.
Yeah. You're gonna be trying to stick it between the crack and shit, that motherfucker.
It's still OGs that refuse to connect to their Bluetooth.
And they don't know what they missing. You know what I'm saying? First, you know, when that Bluetooth shit first came out, you know, you had to worry about that aux cord. And before the Bluetooth, we had to plug into the phone with the aux cord and shit. That motherfucker crackling, and you got to bend the wire to, you know what I'm saying, make the shit play right.
Man, you gotta get on the right radio station.
Yeah.
Betamax was before VCR.
Yeah.
Alpha Beta. That was a store too. You don't remember that?
Nah.
Alpha Beta. I remember Beta. I think they're exceeding my age right now. That's what I'm going through right now. They're exceeding my age. I don't remember Beta.
And the 8-tracks and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's a little bit older than us, man. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I grew up in Transformers and Voltron and G.I. Joe and shit. Yes. They talking about Speed Racer and what's Johnny Quest?
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, Pokemons and shit. My son's still on that Pokemon shit. I'm like, boys, you gonna change? When is your next year finna come up? You gonna be on something else?
Alpha Beta. Oh, you're talking about the store. ColecoVision before Nintendo. It was Atari and Coleco. Then came Sega and Nintendo.
The original Sega, that one you didn't even have to have a game to play. They had like a little wrestling game. As soon as you turn the power on, you just let it sit for like 30 seconds. That motherfucker click on. I had one.
You talking about on the Coleco or the first Nintendo?
The original Sega, not the Sega Genesis. The first Sega that came out, it was black. It was red and black.
You talking about the big one?
Yeah, it was long like the.
Oh, you talking about the motorcycle game? Hang on.
Was it motorcycle? I thought it was like a wrestling game that came on like as soon as you turn the power on. If you didn't have no game to play, a lot of people didn't know about that. Like if you just let it sit with the power on, and you didn't have no game, like 30 seconds or a minute go by, and then the game will pop on, just like one that was already in the system.
That motherfucker used to go Sega.
Mm-hmm.
Not dirt Nintendo, then Super Nintendo.
Yeah, and then Nintendo.
I mean, yeah, it was Nintendo and Super Nintendo, but Coleco was before Nintendo because the Coleco went with Atari. Sega Genesis. Okay, that's what it was. The big one,
Remember,
the original Sega was hella big.
Yeah.
And then the other one, and then you put the cartridge in at the top of it. And then the Sega Genesis was the one that
like
they put the cartridge in the middle. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And then came PlayStation.
And the niggas be forgetting about that Dreamcast though. That Dreamcast was
with the CD.
Yeah. That was the first one with the CD was the Dreamcast, and then came all the other ones with the and then Dreamcast. You ain't never heard of them no more.
Man, I bet you this though. I bet you if you name one more game, you are gonna exceed my limitations because I was going after PlayStation 1. I was done after PlayStation came out. I was up the road.
Yeah.
But I ain't gonna lie though, like when PlayStation came out, that was the end of my video game career. Because that was too many buttons for me. It's still too many buttons. Like it's too much going on. I don't see how you could play a football game on a controller with all these damn different things. It's just too much. So I'll watch a video game like a movie. Like when they be playing like GTA and Grand Theft Auto and all that. I watch this shit fascinated. Like you making this person do all of that? Like damn, that's
yeah, they done went somewhere with it now. You know what I'm saying? They got motherfuckers you can buy the prostitutes. And I'm like, yeah, you ain't playing that, son.
I got addicted personality in a sense, so I could see myself like if I ever decided to like play a video game, I would be stuck on repeat. You know how many times I was standing in line behind some Asians waiting to play Street Fighter 2, and it wasn't. and you leave and come back in an hour, and the same Asian is still there whooping everybody.
Yeah. Like, damn. When you gonna quit? When you gonna run out of quarters around this motherfucker?
Man. But do you remember Payless when Payless and Mervin's was right there?
Yep.
Born in Franklin.
Yep. I used to get remember them old school Elises? I used to rock them when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And them attack forces and shit. Yeah.
I had every attack forces. What? They were attack forces.
Yeah, I did. It
was XJ900s. The Elises was you can get with them.
Yeah, the Elises was clean though.
This nigga said attack force.
I had a pair of Elises on first time I got some pussy shit.
Hey, you know what though? I think I did have me some attack forces with the AF on them. I did. I think I had to pick between XJ900's attack force because this is when the Pro Wings started getting a little bit better and costing a little more. We're trying to budget, so I had to choose XJ900s and attack force. And then when they bag on you, I went to school. I was going to G Parkway Elementary. So when I came to school, right, you know what they told me? When I walked to the classroom, they said, attack force. They got on my shit. They got on my shit about them damn shoes. See, I got PTSD, obviously. The whole class was laughing at me because they wasn't.
Man, we were so poor, man. I had to draw Nike symbols on my attack forces, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, as soon as the rain hit, with the black permanent marker too, as soon as the rain hit the motherfuckers, Nike shit. Black horns, but
Hey, you ever had to put tape inside your LA Gears because the hiker boots because they started talking? You try to put some tape in them and put them together.
Always, shit. The clear tape. That's what I used to hate when I had to put duct tape on one. Sometimes at once I was like, man, nah, this ain't gonna work.
Remember when the dope man Nikes used to get the gangster lean on them though, and it'd be looking like big niggas used to be doing that shit. Look like they gonna roll their ankle.
Hell yeah.
Motherfucker got some dope man Nikes leaning to hard right.
How is you wearing them motherfuckers? Your feet don't even fit in there.
Man, them LA Gears though, them LA Gear high boots was guaranteed to start talking. Them shoes was a guaranteed conversation. I don't know how they got away with that shit. And it didn't matter. It didn't matter if you got your hiker boots from a cheap store or expensive store. Them motherfuckers is gonna start flapping.
Hell yeah.
D Chef said, I don't even want to relive how poor we was. He out in Texas, so you know that's popo. They probably had to eat their own animals and shit out there, huh?
Man, you know that they say when you go to prison out there, man, if you don't work, you don't eat.
Shit, they busting rocks in Texas, you know?
Yeah, it's hard time out there, boy. That's what I heard. I ain't been though, but that's what I heard.
They say they still picking cotton out there.
Golly.
Real shit. Like they say they still picking cotton in certain, but they got the inmates picking it though.
I mean, that's the real
step in my line.
That's the new slave trade, man. You know, anybody up in them systems, man, that's pretty much what that is. You know, they just changed the name of the shit.
Hey, look, they call that shit the chain. Watch this. Out in the East and the South, they call that shit the chain gang. What come to your mind? First thing come to your mind when you hear chain gang?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Man, Texas.
That's it. Busting rocks like hard time with the stripes, the striped suit on.
Yeah, striped suits. I think they still sporting them out that way.
But really, that's what they call just the prison. The prison is a chain gang. Just any prison. You going up the road to the chain gang.
Shit, you on the chain gang on the bus? Shit, what you mean?
That's what we call chain gangs. Riding the bus across the street. Hey, did you see? Well, I don't know if you saw it. Sometimes I'll be watching like trials and shit, right? It's this dude. They call him the what's that Waukesha? The Waukesha parade. Like got mad at this girl and he drove his car through like the crowd and killed like 6 people. And you remember that?
Yep, I remember that.
That dude is on trial right now. And this dude, I promise you, he got to be one of the most craziest, smartest, irritating ass persons I ever seen on TV, right? But he's smart as shit. And I have never seen nobody argue with a judge. This dude is arguing, having an intense argument with the judge. And all she was trying to tell him is, I'm going to give you permission to go back to your cell and get your list of witnesses. He said, I don't want to do that. She said, I'm trying to finish and tell you. And so I want to do that. So anyhow, I looked at Dream. I'm like, damn, they're going to let him go from the courtroom all the way in the middle of trial, all the way back to his cell and then back to court in 15 minutes. I was like, damn, do you know what we would have to do?
Man, you got to chain up. Then you gotta wait for the motherfucking police to finally, do whatever to get done chit chatting and something. You know what I mean? Then we gotta walk down a long hallway. down to the elevator, get on the bus. They gotta secure everybody. Man, just that right there was 30 minutes right there.
Because they calling everybody name.
Yeah.
Then back across the street, up to the cell,
Yeah.
back down. Hell yeah, that's crazy.
Sandwiches on the way in. Little mustard specials.
Let's say it's not the chain gang in Texas. We have Aggie squads. Aggie squads. Chain gang start in Louisiana on down. That's game. That's game right there. But you gotta remember, D-Shep, we from Cali. So we think the first thing come to our mind is
that Grey Goose.
Man, that busting rocks. Busting rocks with a pitchfork. At least that's how Tim Snow painted it to me.
Oh shit. Hey Dirk, I gotta go get my son. It's 1:58.
Yes,
I'm gonna tap back in if you still on here, man. I'm gonna tap back in.
Oh yeah, no, I'm about to end it right now.
Yep.
All right, man. I appreciate you coming through.
Yep, for sure.
All right.
Go on.
Damn it. I hate when I run out of raps. But it bees like that. All right. Shout out everybody came through. Dirty. Gone.